Kurtivada. In this video, we will learn what is attribute binding in Angular. But before understanding about attribute binding, I recommend you to watch the previous videos for different types of bindings. And to understand the difference between attributes and properties, I recommend you to watch my JavaScript attribute versus properties video for better understanding. Let me quickly jump into Visual Studio Code. Here, I have created a project by using Angular CLI, and the project name is demo1. And here we have a source folder. Inside the source folder, I have a app component which is created by Angular CLI whenever I'm creating a project. So before understanding our attribute binding, let me create some properties attributes. So let me create a table. Inside the table, let me create T head with TR, and inside the TR I have TH name, and let me create 3 TH ID name and salary. So I have created my heading part of a table. Let me create the body part, T body. Inside this T body, let me create a TR, and it will have TD with 1 as an ID and name as Sai and salary as $10. And let me create 3 rows with an ID of 2, name as Kumar, $20. So let me give 3 and SKK with same $20. So let me save this, run the application. Now the application has been successfully compiled. Let me go to the browser, reload. So see here, I got this particular table and the CSS is already written inside the app.component.ts, that is table th, td and tr. So now what I want to do is, here my td as well as this td, the two tds or the particular cells are having the same salary. So I don't want to make it as a 2 different cells. Instead, I want to make it as a single cell. So how can I do that? By using a attribute called as row span. So row span of 2, and then I can remove this. Let me remove this and save. Go to the browser. If you see here, I got the $20 in 2 rows with 1 cell. Let me try to pass this value dynamically from our TS. So let me create a variable row span count equal to 2. I want to pass this 2 value dynamically from my component, that is controller file. So now save this, go to HTML, and what we can do is, as per our previous videos, we can bind this value directly by using a property binding. So we will try to make it as a property binding, and let me pass the row span count and save this. When you see this, here we got an error, can't bind the row span since it is not known property of TD. That means here row span is not treated as a property for our TD. Why? To understand more about attributes and properties, I recommend you to watch my JavaScript video where I have explained complete details of attributes versus properties. I'll provide the link in the description for more understanding. And now here the row span is not treated as a property. Instead, HTML will be treating that row span as an attribute. So now we want to solve this problem. To solve this problem, that means an attribute can also be binded by Angular using attribute binding. We can say Angular attr dot row span. So this indicates our attributes will be acting and taking a properties from our TypeScript file or the controller of the component. So we got that row span, and now let me go back. It shows the same output without any error. So now you can see here it has been compiled successfully. The row span, whatever we are using, is with a small s. That means it is acting as an attribute which was defined by the HTML. But this is not acting as a property because it was defined by HTML that row span is not a property. It is an attribute. To make it a property, we have a different property name for row span. with capital S. Whenever we are using a capital S, it will be treated as property. Whenever we are using a small s, it is treated as an attribute. By this we can understand every attribute is not treated as a property, every property is not treated as a attribute. Let me save this and compile successfully. If you go back to the same output, let me reload, and no change in the output. So this is how we can use the row span. That means we have an alternate property for our row span comparatively to attribute. But for example, let me use button, and my button name is check. So here what I want to do is, there is a attribute called as area label. So it is an attribute, but there is no property for this area label. That means area label does not have any alternative property. It is only an attribute of HTML. Let me pass this value dynamically. Area label dynamic. So let me pass this value as something called as close. Save this and let me use this as a property binding for now. Property binding and pass the value. So let me save this. You will get the same error. See here, can't bind area label since it is not known property of a button. So that means it is not treated as a property. It is treated completely as an attribute. How to use that binding whenever there is an attribute? We know that attr dot. Save this. Nothing failed. Compile successfully. Go back and you have the button. Let me inspect that button. If you go to the inspection, we can see here close. So this is coming dynamically to our button. Here in this case, area label is a attribute but never be treated as a property, and there is no alternative property for area label in the HTML. One more case. Let me create an input field, and the input field has a value, and this value let me give sample. Save this and go back. If you see here, I got that sample here. Now what I want to show you is, whenever this is created and I want to create it as a property binding, it works like an attribute and it works like a property binding. How? So let me give one more input value, and here let me try to give property binding. So input property value is equal to some property. Save, and let me use this as a property binding and pass the variable. Save this. So here you will see the two inputs where one is acting with a property and one is acting as an attribute. By this we can understand this is an attribute, this is a property. Here in this case, this will be acting as an attribute and this will be acting as a property binding. So how we can say a value is an attribute and how we can say a value is a property? Here a value is acting as an attribute until it is loaded into the DOM. Once it is loaded into the DOM, the next thing it will do is it will act as a property. So here in this case, our input value will act as a both attribute as well as property. Now let me try to create my customized attributes. How to create a customized attribute? So for example, I have created a widget. Widget is my attribute and I want to assign some value. Widget sample is my value. Let me save this and no errors. Go back. Let me inspect the first element of input. If you see here, widget sample. So whatever the attributes we are creating, it is loading onto the DOM. These are called as a customized attributes. So now HTML recommended us to use a data hyphen prefix for creating our customized attributes. Whenever we want to create a customized attribute, HTML is recommending to use data hyphen to identify what are the customized attributes and what are the attributes which are given by HTML. Let me save this and go back. You will see the same output but with the data widget. Now this is my customized attribute. How to use or how to bind this particular customized attribute? By using our controller. For example, let me give widget dynamic. That value is sample widget and save this. let me use this dynamic one onto the attribute. This is a customized attribute and I cannot use directly as we know. But let me try with the property binding. Save this. Again, you will get the error, that is can't bind the data widget since it is not known property of an input. So what I can do, just add ittr dot, save this and compile successfully, go back. And you can see here, if you inspect this, you can see the sample widget. This is passed from our controller. So I am able to bind my data from the controller to the view. So this is what a attribute binding indicates. Here, what are the different things we have saw by using attribute binding? Attribute binding is a type of binding which can be used on any HTML element to bind our controller. To bind our controller, we cannot use attributes directly or property binding directly. Instead, we have to use attr dot attribute name. So what are the different types of attributes and what are the different types of properties we can encounter? Sometimes the attribute name and the property name may be different, like rowspan with capital S, rowspan with small s. So rowspan with capital S will be indicated as a property, whereas rowspan with small s will be treated as a attribute. So that is one case. Second case is you can have HTML attributes, but you will not have an alternate or the same type of properties. So that is area label. Area label is an attribute, but it will never act as a property. Whereas value can be act as a attribute until the DOM is loaded. Once the DOM is loaded, it will be acting as a property. Whereas we can even create our own attributes and they can be binded by using attr dot some data hyphen customized attribute. Whenever we are using a customized attribute, it is always recommended to use data hyphen to identify the difference between the HTML attributes and the customized attributes. By this, we can say that attribute binding is very useful to bind our attributes of any HTML elements. Hope you guys understood attribute binding and the ways of using attribute binding. If you like my video, please like, share, subscribe to my channel for more updates. Signing off. Thank you.